Knockout legends in the building. Like, comment and subscribe. Now I've just come across this video of Benn going up against Chris Eubanks Jr. So I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to give my opinion on it. So with no further ado,
Benn there.
Hey Chris, don't fuck up the bag, son. Don't fuck up the bag. Don't fuck up the bag. Hey, don't fuck up the bag. You would show up on the damn paranoid, huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I like that.
Like what? Like what? You're lucky you're fighting tomorrow. I'll fuck you up right now. Yeah.
You see, this guy comes in when I'm cutting weight.
He comes in when he comes. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. What? Get in there ring. I'll get in there ring and fucking give it to you. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, mate. You're fucking lucky you're fighting tomorrow.
We'll see.
You're lucky, mate.
We'll see.
Get your hand off me.
Come on, bro. It's okay, let him come close, man. I like this. I like this energy. I like this energy.
Yeah, what? You like
You're a kid.
You're a kid, yeah, kid that's gonna fuck you up. Yeah, kid that's gonna fuck you up. Yeah.
Watch what happens.
Yeah, watch what happens. Dead boy walking, yeah?
so from the video there, you have Benn shouting abuse at Chris Eubanks Jr. and Chris Eubanks Jr. comes over and obviously they come head to head. But it's funny because you get the impression that Chris has somehow ducked Benn when it's Benn that's got done for cheating, and that's why the fight never happened. But then when you heard everything that Chris said about the way they tried to get the fight started, even after all that, and tried to keep the fight, going on and proceeding on with him cutting the weight, you understand why he fell out with his father, and you understand why his father was the way he was. And obviously there was a lot of emotion behind it, because what it was is I think Chris was trying to be honourable and keep up his end of the bargain with the contract and still make the event go ahead. But obviously his father knew that it was an unfair advantage, that if he cut that much weight for the fight, he could obviously come a cropper, because it's all right for Conor because he's going up in weight. He's not really going to be cutting weight, so he's not going to be dehydrated, whereas Chris is going to be dehydrated. So if Chris is dehydrated and he's weaker and he gets a shot to the head, it could cause brain damage, and that does actually happen in boxing. Thomas the Hitman Hearns, prime example in the Kronk gym, used to turn the heating up, so the fighters had to fight in a hot environment to mimic being dehydrated in the ring when they're cutting weight. So that may be one of the reasons why his speech is not as good. He's got a lot of trauma to the brain, CTE trauma and so forth. But anyway, the way Conor is talking, it's so cringeworthy that even though I do like Conor Benn as a boxer, it's just put me off in this scenario. And whereas I would have been rooting for Conor, but because of all the shenanigans and everything that's gone on, he just looks like a bell end. And you know what? I really do believe if they did fight at a decent weight, what was all right for Chris Eubanks Jr. to be at, and for Conor to come up to, I think Chris would beat the hell out of him, because he's too big. He's naturally too big, and he's naturally stronger at that weight. And even if he is older, he's still got that more experience at that level than Conor. I think Conor's just kind of peaked as much as he could and gone up in stages and been fed the right opponents at the right time. And when he has gone up in weight, he struggled, but I'm not saying, he's not quite there at that level yet, but we're never going to know until he fights somebody that's at that caliber a little bit higher. And whatever people may say about Chris, he's beat Liam Smith, he's beat James DeGale, he's beat world-class fighters. So, and a lot of that has been off sheer athleticism, because he doesn't really listen to anyone. He just does what he wants. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the video? Do you think Conor was right for doing what he's doing, or do you think he was wrong? Then even with the little shove at the end, it's all the theatrics going on to sell the fight, to get the fight back on. You can see Eddie rubbing his hands, laughing in the background, thinking, oh, this would be great, this, if this fight gets on, make some more money. Fast card Eddie there, rubbing his hands, rubbing his hands. But anyway, leave your thoughts in the comment section, like, comment and subscribe, and that is another one from the one and only Knockout Legends. Peace.